One started, and we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
31's the mic. I know he ain't got it. 31's the mic.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
51's the mic, boys. 51. You ain't doing nothing today.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Prescott on the keeper. Jamal Adams there on the tackle.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Throwing, Prescott. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go. That QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, one more.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good play.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about about the excitement that play generates for his team. Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Cowboys nothing.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses. Those exact type of runs.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw is Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Here's Prescott.
Give me something.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Is on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A first down throw for Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
There you go. There you go.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Check tight. Check tight. 5-2 is the mic.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
A gain of 40 yards.
It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 40 yards. A first down carry by Elliott.
See what you got.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down.
Choose the mic. I got you, punk. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Then we're going to 53.
Now Elliott fights him off. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that blocks.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Now a handoff to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
At the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Defense, let's go.
And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time, the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account the game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you.
Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
Check Mike 27. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A 52-yard attempt.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They've got a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Flushed. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
They'll run. It's Henry. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
I got him. Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Prescott to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
In his face!
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.